Thanks for joining me on this beautiful morning here in London. So what I'm going to be showing you today is how to maximise the amount of fun you can have in one day that won't break the budget. These are all cheap or free things to do in London, and you'll be able to make the most out of your trip here by checking out some of the cool free stuff London has on offer. So we started here in South Kensington, the beautiful area of South Kensington, very exclusive postcode, very expensive houses, but despite that, there's some of the best free stuff to do. So let's go check it out. So one thing you can do as soon as you walk out of South Kensington station, why not pop across the road and check out the Lamborghini shop. Maybe even pick up one of these Lamborghinis if you want to save on tube fares. Stylish way to get around London. You'll see plenty of these in London. It is a city full of money. So why not check them out and see if they take an interest. South Kensington is one of the best places to go on your early days if you're spending a few days in London, is because you've got the Natural History Museum here. Right there you've got the Science Museum, and directly across from that you've got the Victoria and Albert Museum, which is a design museum. So three big establishments, all free and all within a few minute walk of South Kensington station. The iconic building, it's been here for a bloody long time and it's very iconic. You may have seen it in films like the first Paddington film or Night at the Museum. Although that wasn't actually shot in here, they rebuilt it on a soundstage in America, but it was based on the interior of here. So in this central hall, it was designed to look like a cathedral, and every surface is adorned with animals. So there's animal gargoyles on every detail, right up to plant life at the top with a scientific name. And this was built to be like a cathedral and hold the biggest of the specimens. So the Diplodocus stones, as well as the blue whale, which we got here. And it was actually built to look like a cathedral because it was meant to actually a critique, but to disagree with Darwin, who's sitting over here, statue of Darwin you see as you come in. Now, because it's split into two wings, the extinct and the currently living species, he wanted to make a point that it wasn't all just about evolution and excluding, in his view, God. So by putting the cathedral in the middle, he's bringing God into the equation, that is all part of his plan, the evolution. So that's why this is like the inside of a church and so grand. So as we wind up further up into the ceiling of this fantastic place, we can see a cut through of a large tree. This tree is 1335 years old and starts from 557 AD when it was a seedling, and then it maps it out all the way down to when they cut it down or felled it at the age of 1335 in 1891. The bit everyone wants to see, dinosaurs. I must say it is very hot in here, so despite having my beanie on for continuity. In this room we've got the incredible Triceratops. So this is the head of the Cheddar Man, who was a hunter-gatherer that first come to England. Notice they got the blue eyes and the dark skin, and they're from about 14,000 years ago, and it's obviously a reconstruction. A lot of this is based around stones. Now, I've just come back from Egypt. Be sure to check out my Egypt series if that's of interest to you. There's a whole series there on all around Egypt. But let's move on. So we're in a room now where there's an actual earthquake. So you can see everything shaking around. It's based on a Kobe supermarket in Japan. But it feels like exactly what it's like when in an earthquake. So this museum is absolutely solid full of interactive and digital displays that just shed light on, I guess, humans' path, but also the physical nature of the earth. It's like a rabbit warren of different rooms and things to explore. We've even got the skeleton of a dodo, which is the first known case of human extinction or human-caused extinction. So after exploring the inside, take a look around outside and enjoy the actual building itself. Some kids have got the right idea, getting involved in amongst it. You can always pop next door to the Science Museum. Now the Science Museum is another fantastic museum, also free. It is aimed more at bringing science to children, but has some great interactive displays there and even has an IMAX in there. Let's just have a walk through of that. So after getting a ticket and a small donation as low as £3, but suggested £5 or more, you're in the Science Museum. These all would have had to have been built in here. There's no way they would have got it all in otherwise. Probably goes without saying. Cab, for example, to Central Cairo costs. If you try and get in there with, I'd say it's almost more bang for buck than the Natural History Museum. If you've got younger kids, you're going to get more into this. But even as an adult, it's quite a fascinating way. What? It's pretty easy for us to look at now and think that's not going to work, but I guess that's what they had to go through before building the jet engine. I'll tell you what, antique hunters would have a field day in this place.
With upon her head a jewelled diadem.
The number you have dialed has been changed. The new number is... Please note, the new number is...
Even got things like this here, which is a X-ray machine for shoe fitting, so you can get your shoes fitted by stepping on the machine and getting them X-rayed. Found in shopping centres and stuff, but obviously they worked out that it's probably not the best, so then they gave up on that. So thanks for joining me on this adventure of the 3 free museums here in London, all from South Kensington tube stop, short walk, and then you've got all 3 of these museums on your doorstep. So hope you've seen something here that makes you want to either come check them out, or maybe even avoid if I didn't sell it very well. But London has a lot to offer, world class. Where else in the world can you get such high-class museums full of the most amazing things, all in one spot, all within 50 metres of each other, smack bang in London. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next adventures. Well, if you made it through to the end, been really useful for you. If you could give us a like or a comment, that would be amazing. And if you could subscribe, that would be absolutely phenomenal, and it would really help the channel. Good luck with all your travels, guys. If you want to work smart, click on a podcast of Karnak itself, and you can listen to the podcast